Hello, my name is Stacy. This is Flionfree Fibers. I am coming to you from my fiber farm, Easy Acres Gnomestead in Northeast Connecticut, where I raise critically endangered Gulf Coast native sheep and Angora rabbits. It is It is Saturday night. It has been another adventurous week, and we are now up to 5 lambs, as you can see. Today was sunny, chilly, but they were all out playing, and I'm still waiting on Rose to have her babies. So, I don't know. I'm expecting maybe a good surprise. She's making me wait, so we'll see what comes out of her. I'm gonna have a sip of tea. So, that's kind of a farm update, but this is my Fibercast where we talk about all things fiber related, from my sheep to processing wool to spinning, weaving, knitting, crochet, and even some felting. Oh, the farm, it's, if you live here in New England, the weather changes by the minute. So we're looking at some 40s coming up this week, actually tomorrow. Maybe some sunshine, which we haven't seen in a while. Today was the first day, and cold nights. So, but the babies are all doing well and bouncing around and very happy. We do have some different fleeces out there, and the babies, I do have one. Sorry, my voice is very scratchy tonight. We do have one that kind of has more of a hair fleece. So we'll see what we do with her or how it grows out. It may change as it grows, so we'll see. She's a sweetie. If you saw my post, let me tell you where to find me. So you can find me on Instagram at Flionfree Fibers, and you can follow the farm Easy Acres Gnomestead on both Instagram and Facebook. We are a Shave 'em to Save Them participant. So if you're part of that passport program, because our sheep are critically endangered, we do participate in that. On Ravelry at Flionfree, and let's see where else. And my Etsy shop is Flionfree Fibers as well. So if you haven't been there before, check it out. But if you've seen today, I posted a picture of the babies kind of in their nap time hideaway, and I posted the names of the lambs so far this year. So go check that out and see if you can figure out what our theme is for the year. Kind of came by naming one of them after my grandmother, and it went from there. So because she was born on my grandmother's birthday, and incidentally her mother was born on my aunt's birthday, both who have passed away. So, and she is named after my aunt. So last weekend was the WAFA sale. So that's the Wool and Fiber Arts. It's a virtual sale. They do it once a month on Facebook. So it's Facebook Lives all weekend. If you participated in that, put a comment below. It was really fun. There was a lot of great stuff, and I'll have a lot of stuff to share with you. Today and tomorrow, so if you missed it today, check it out tomorrow, is I don't want to get it wrong because I call it the wrong thing all the time. I don't even know where my phone is. It's buried underneath all this stuff. Found it. The New England Farm and Fiber it's an online vendor sale on Instagram. So that went on all day today. Every 30 minutes there was a vendor or a demonstration. It is continuing tomorrow, so you can find them on Instagram, New England Farm and Fiber. There's a whole day lined up tomorrow, and you can probably go and figure out all the lives because you can go to their Instagram and rewatch all the lives from today. So I watched that today, and that was good. There was a lot of great people on there, and it's so good to see like the farms around here that we know. So check that out. Past week. So this past week, previous week I did a lot of spinning. The week before I did a lot of weaving. This week wasn't a lot of much. It was a lot of paperwork, taxes, and those type of things. So gotta handle business. But I did do a few little quick knits. So I think I shared this last week that I was going to do this, and I did get it started and finished 2. Let me just get the name. Okay, it's the Be Mine Cup Koozie. So this was the first one I finished. Let's see if the lights are right this evening. So it's a little heart, it's a koozie. And here's the one. This one still needs to be, the ends need to get in, but I put it on my cup. So it's a little koozie. And they're really quick knits, and if you've never done color work, it's a very small, quicker project, not horribly difficult. These were done in Judy Long Cow, and this is just a merino. Yep, 100% wool. I think it just says wool, so it doesn't say what type. It's a very tubular yarn. I actually really enjoyed it, so I bought 2 skeins for it, plus green and purple. They're my colors. Clearly, I am wearing my Read This hat from Junction Fiber Mill. This is a customizable hat. You get the general pattern. I customized it a little more with my design, but you actually get a grid and you put whatever words in you want. So of course mine says Gulf Coast Native, and I designed a sheep for the graph and put that in with mine. So this is 100% all Gulf Coast Native wool. It's all Gulf Coast Native yarn that I bought from another breeder, except for the white is my hand spun. So that was that project. I think we talked about that a few episodes ago when I made that, and I have another one. I still haven't done the duplicate stitching on it. I am all over the place. But those are actually my finished objects of the week. I'm also, right now, my scarf is soaking, the one I wove a few weeks ago, that I still had to like wet finish and cut the fringes on it and stuff. So that's actually soaking right now while I am recording. And I have the same whips. Nothing has changed. I haven't started anything new. I do have a couple kits I want to get into, but I am looking at maybe doing a bigger event. So I'm trying to do some logistics on that. And when you're trying to feed a farm, you kind of have to go where you're putting. I do. I have some kits. See those boxes behind me? That's what I did this week. So a little different thing. I had so much fun doing this that I decided to make up some kits. So because I support my farm by going to farmers markets with my products and the things I make, I had some stuff to do this week. I was out of dryer balls, so these are very farm-like dryer balls. I usually like to make them a little prettier, but these are big 1.5 ounce dryer balls, so they're very big. These are from our sheep's wool. While I was making those, though, remember I had done the eggs? I felted Easter eggs. So when I was making the dryer balls, I made some smaller ones, and then I shaped them and made eggs out of them. This one's kind of fuzzy. So I did one just like a kid would dip it in and do it. And then I started this one where I think I showed it to you like this. Well, I finished it up with a little bunny. I hate when people put it in front of their mouth because I can't read the lips. So I won't do that. I made a little bunny on one side and a little chickie on the other side. So it's this cute little decorated egg. And then I decided to make another one with sheep, of course. And it's a little flowers in their field and they're eating on the hillsides. So I had so much fun making it, I decided I should make up some kits for other people. So I have, and I did list them on my Etsy site, so they are on there and available. I have 8 kits completely done up and ready right now. This one I need to make more of the egg cores. So I started the egg cores and they're not shaped yet, so they're still kind of like balls. So you'll have to, you know, get your needle and felt it into shape. Basically, if you want kind of that pointier top, you just kind of needle felt in where you want it to start pointing and you make that area more denser and it will get that shape. That's how I got my egg shapes. So in the kit, so it comes in this cute little box, and in the kit you will get 6 colors. Some of the kits have different colors because it's what I have, but they're all enough to make. They all come with 6 colors, and this one only has 1 ball because I ran out. And they come with pre-started eggs. So it's already started, it's pretty dense, but all you have to do is shape it. So you start about there and start shaping that top. And you can either leave them completely egg-shaped, or you can add, like, make a little disc and add that to the bottom so it stands up. I actually like, I have this old like candle holder thing. Bink. So you can put them in something like that, or if you have an actual like egg thing, put it in one of those. But I like the eggs. And then, you know, if you have kids that can't have candy, or maybe you have family that they don't really do candy, these are such a cute little, and you can keepsake even. So decorate them how you like. The kits are on my Etsy page, but that was a big project I was working on this week. So another reason I didn't knit so much, because I was making all the balls and putting the kits together and getting everything ready. It doesn't come with needles. It just comes with the felt and the egg cores. So those are up, and I did play around with felting quite a bit. So I'm going to hold this up on my scale because they're not put together yet. Okay. Oh, they're flying. They're little hearts. Can you see them? So they're cute little hearts. Lots of different little, they're so tiny. Little colors. So what I'm going to do is attach them to some yarn, and it's going to be a garland. So if you have some like leftover felt colors that you're like, that's not even a piece to, you can do anything with color felt, like scraps are usable all the time. But that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make it a garland. So that was another thing I was kind of felting and playing with. Bean's Valentine's Day is coming up, and I was knitting these little heart things. Kind of got me thinking. So I guess I did work on some stuff this week. I'm always working on stuff and I forget. And then besides paperwork and computer work, let's see what else. So as far as knitting the same whips, haven't gotten much further. I don't even know if I knit on either of them this week, so I'm not going to show them. I did start a new weaving project. So I warped my Kromsky 24-inch Forte to make a rug. So it's full length. It's a full length warp. I did it on a 12 dent heddle, and I did it every, so I did it every third slot. So I didn't, so when you weave. You don't have to thread every single one. So what I'm using is a thick coarse spun yarn for this rug. So I don't want it every single one. But my warping thread it's actually like a rug warping thread. So it is thin, so the 12 is appropriate for it. But I just skip slots to give it that space so it will have that fluffiness in the rug. So that'll probably be done next week. It's all warped, it's all strung up, it's ready to go. I just haven't started it yet because I had other things that needed to get ready for the market. So, and I wanted to get the Valentine's Day stuff moving and get Easter stuff up so people have time to get the kits and make them and have fun with them. So, some things going on. Oh, let's see what else. So, what else? Purchases. Where to start? Well, the first thing I purchased, so the waffle sale goes Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and like all day, every day, all day. So it's a bit overwhelming. So I did really, really well. I bought something Friday and it said I don't need to buy anything else. That lasted till about Sunday night, and I totally justified this purchase as well. So these are some Angora rollags, and these are from, oh, she made me a cute little note. These are from HM Fiber Arts. So she raises Angora rabbits as well, and I just wanted to check out her rollags and compare them to my rollags. Because I've never bought other people's rollags, I wanted to see the density of theirs compared to mine so that I was kind of market standard. So, and they're just pretty, and why not? Because you can never have enough. So I'm gonna have fun spinning this up anyway. So I'm pretty happy about it. So that is AGEM Fiber Arts, AGEM Fiber Arts, and I'll put all this in the show notes so you can check them out. But she makes really pretty rollags. They're really big too, like those are big. And she has French Angoras. She has a couple different things. And then, so I was completely justified in that because it's research, right? I can do that. So then, what was the next thing I got? So because I'm getting my new carder, which will handle my Angora, my current carder it's only a 72 TPI, which means it only has 72 tips per inch. It handles wool really well. It will take alpaca and some smoother things, but it kind of spits it out a bit, and it's okay. But it doesn't make as fine of a bat either as I'd like. So I'm getting a new one probably next week. So I am super excited, but I have a whole like stock of fiber ready to be batted up and all sorts of things, but then I saw some things. So this vendor had batting kits. Now, a lot of them make bats and do other things, and some people just buy bats. There was just plain fibers there you could buy for kits, but this was a nice kit that I was super excited to get. And I'm trying to find. So this is from Forget Me Not Fibers. And I also got purchased from her a braid of Shetland because I like Shetland. I love Shetland. So I purchased a braid, and it's all greens and purples and blues. Shocker. A little bit of pink in there. It's definitely showing a lot more purple. It's showing a much deeper purple than it is evening lighting. Yeah, it's better back here. But so this is 100% Shetland braid. It's a 4-ounce braid. So I got that from her, and then I got a batting kit. In the kit, There's 1 ounce of dyed alpaca. So this is a green. It's got a little bit of silver in the green, a little bit of brown in there. I think it was a 6-ounce kit. 1.5 ounces of llama cloud. Like, look at those colors. And that is like a maroon. So there's llama cloud. And then we have some 1.5 ounces of Teasdale locks. So green and purple, a little maroony, mauve color of locks, which will make some great textures. I'm like all for the art bats. I love art bats. And then, I mean, how could I say no? I've got to have this. This is 1 ounce of merino mill ends. So greens and purple. It's very springy. I am looking forward to spring, so this is where my head's at. This is all one batting kit. There is a 1/2 ounce of superwash merino. So just some deep purple merino. And it is like, you know, it has some variegation in there. So, and then last but not least, she has some of her French Angora and Shetland mix. Oh, and it has Angelina in it, so there's that little bit of sparkle. See the sparkle in there? So that is my art bat kit. I was super excited to get that. Oh God, I got to Sunday night and I couldn't resist anymore. Plus art bat kits. Can't say no. So, and I love the fact that it doesn't come in plastic. It's in reusable bags. I know plastic is cheaper, but I don't even know. I've tried to not, but sometimes you can't help it. And when you watched all weekend, so every vendor had a contest where the more you participated, the more chances you got to win. So because I like binge watched all weekend while I worked on things, I just put it on and was spinning and doing all the things. And we got to Cedar View Farm. And I saw these lovely bats and they're so pretty. So this is Fin Sheep Angora. I'm gonna leave it in the bag for right now, but it is a, I know it's reflecting, but it is, oh, maybe I'll take it out. Oh my God, it's so soft. Oh. So this one is kind of a, I think this one is more the lime green with the purple, and you can see the white of the Angora and black. Oh God, it's so pretty. So there was that one. This one was 5.64 ounces. It was a big one. And then I also got this one, which is the same like color scheme, but a little different. So this one is more of a, has a lot more yellow in it, but also still that purple. So spring flowery. Oh my, it is so incredibly soft. It's the Angora. And I know I have my own, but that's okay. I wanted to see how they came out in the art bats while I wait. Oh, look at, you can already see it. That's the Angora. So you'll need some humidity while you're spinning that. And that is a 3-ounce bat. So I wanted to market research. I'm going to justify it. I don't care. But look at that research, you know, just see how their art bat came out with their Angora, because, oh, there's even some blue in there. Because that's what I'm going to be putting in my bats, and I have some ideas for my next yarn run through the mill. But I got to check on some things. So Sunday night, I think it was Sunday night. Yeah. I got a notification that I won one of the giveaways, and the giveaway I won was from Zephyr Creek Farm, which I do really like her stuff. And this ended up, I think this is her, yeah, it's her BFL. So it is her hand-dyed BFL braid that she raises on her farm. And so she's in Michigan. So hand-dyed, same color scheme. Yes, I'm gonna stick with the color scheme. I like it. There were some like, there was one, so I actually picked another one and it had sold. So obviously you pick from stuff they didn't sell. They hadn't sold yet. They do have, they put up an after sale album after the live sale. Anything that hadn't sold during the live, they put it up, and it stays up for a bit. There was this colorway that said, oh God, what did it say? It was funny because I said I would jump for that or something. It was a really pretty colorway. I believe it was like a gray and rose or gray and purple or something like that. And that's the one I actually wanted to get. And she's like, oh, sorry, that one sold. I'm like, of course it did. It's beautiful. So it went real quick. So that was my winning. So I got a good haul from last week, and I've got a lot of spinning to do. So a lot of spring spinning, and so I'm super excited about that. And that was my haul. I have not bought anything yet this weekend from the New England Farm and Fiber, but I did see things that I want. So there's actually several things that I want. There's some beautiful products, so definitely go check those out. They're New England Farms. It's all local stuff. It's all local farmers and their products, and we're all working to feed our flocks. So, you know, your support helps feed our flocks and helps keep us going and help keep all of us in yarn. So that's the deal. Oh gosh. I do have market tomorrow morning, so I had to record tonight and try to get this in, but you all saw the lambs growing and bouncing around today in the sunshine, and really hoping. So last week when I went to leave for market, I went out to feed before I left, and there was a new baby on the ground. So our youngest little fuzzball, but she was already up, dry, and running around with Mama, and Mama was doing super well, like keeping her with her. She like made sure that baby was right on her heels. So I fed and left. That's how our sheep typically are, and that's usually my interaction is, you're good, see you later. I do snuggle them. I get them used to like me handling them. I don't want them super feral because we do have to shear them, and I do want to be able to go up and, you know, if they have something wrong with them, be able to approach them. Most of the time, you know, they'll approach me. You'll see in the video, like they see me there, especially with a bucket. You know, if I have a bucket, there must be food, so they all come running. Watching my ram, he's getting older, and now he's got a bunch of babies on the ground. He kind of like gives me that side eye, and I'm like, don't you dare. So you always never turn your back on a ram. Our first ram was not good, so he turned after he had his first set of babies. It went not good after that. So I'm watching him. He still seems like a sweetheart, but he like is almost like he's thinking about it. Like he might challenge me. But I just kind of watch him. He usually is like, you know, if anything, he bumps me and I'm like, but it's usually just him running because he wants food. I have seen him kind of pushy with the girls, so he's kind of getting like, oh, I have an attitude because I'm getting, you know, he's just over a year, so adolescent age. So if you have kids, you know how that is. So we're just gonna watch him. There are some things you can do with them just to make sure that they know that they're not allowed to be mean to you. But I've kind of been correcting him with the girls. He's been a little pushy with them, especially I don't want him, you know, pushy with my pregnant ewes. He's been really good with the babies, so he hasn't been aggressive to them at all. My first ram was aggressive with the babies, like putting them into the wall and everything. So that was a big no-no. So he didn't even make it to his second year of babies. Like he impregnated the sheep, but he didn't make it to time for them to have them because he was dangerous. So we're watching that. We're hoping, because Marley's a good guy. The rams that were born are very... I have one that I think is just... I would give him a 5-star. Like, he is the perfect... His body, his like everything is shaped perfectly. I would like to see him go as a breeding ram. He is definitely a 5-star guy there. So hoping I can find him a good home for breeding, because he is definitely a keeper, and he's got good bloodlines. So that is it for our week. I know it was quick this week. Actually, it's only 25 minutes, but it was a quick week. I didn't want to skip out. I had a lot to show. I was super excited about my kits and then all of my purchases. And I've got the market tomorrow, so I've got to get tags on things and get things out the door, and my scarf is downstairs soaking, so I got to get that out of the bath before it gets too cold and get that blocking and drying. So have a great week. Happy making. Enjoy the lambs. Give this video a like. Follow us. You can see the sheep. Might have some more on the ground tomorrow, so if I do, there will be pictures. Have a great week. Happy making. Oh, goodness. Hello. There's nothing in it. Ooh. No. Hi, buddy. Hello. Hey, big mama.
Nothing in the buckets, ladies. You already ate it all.